How's it going, everyone? It is Liam Catterson here with the final episode of Season 1 for the Rings of Power. Excited to get into this. It's been a season that I have enjoyed. Obviously, around the world, it has had some kind of mixed opinions. Some have not really enjoyed the journey that the Rings of Power has taken. Some have, like myself. And I'm excited to see how we do conclude things for this first season, because I know there are questions that a lot of us have in our minds, especially regarding certain characters and whatnot. But it will be very interesting to see how we do set things up in terms of characters, individual stories, coming into season 2, of course. As I said last week, they're beginning filming, so yeah, it will be very, very interesting to see what does happen. As last week, we picked up on characters that we did not see in episode 6, because it was a bit hectic in episode 6, where we were setting up Mount Doom, of course. But yeah, we were focused with Durin and the kerfuffles that he had with his father, especially with the Mithril, with his father restricting the elves from acquiring it to give them that longevity that they need. So yeah, but also we were focused on the Harfoot as well. The stranger has gone off on his own, so I'm sure that's not going to be consequential whatsoever, especially with the kind of fractured state that he is in. So yeah, but we know that that group that has been tracking down the stranger, because they did in, I think it was episode 5, yeah? And they did again in the last episode. They encountered Nori. There was a bit of a close, there was a bit of a close scenario, of course. But thankfully, everyone is A-okay. Nori has decided, as well as a few others, has decided to chase down the stranger as well. So, yeah, and of course we did deal with the aftermath of the eruption of Mount Doom. So yeah, obviously there was some characters that were that suffered worse than others, especially Muriel, who was blinded, and Elendil, he assumed that his son Isildur was dead. Obviously, we know the score. So yeah, but it was a really I felt like, in terms of how big this episode can potentially be, because hey, it's the season finale, and how big episode 6 was. I feel like episode 7 was a kind of nice middle ground to to deviate to other stories that we did not focus on for episode 6, as well as deal with the well, I wouldn't say calm after the storm, but you get the idea, so, yeah. But yeah, with that said, let's get into the final episode of The Rings of Power. This is episode 8 of season 1. Let's go. Serve you. No. He's not Sauron.
Less. The sun itself began as something no bigger than the palm of my hand.
Okay, Otto Octavius.
The
power of the sun.
We're out of time, Celebrimbor. We must inform the High King of our failure.
There's gonna be a way.
And then the elves.
By the way, we're dying.
I should have never have set you on that ship. I should have trusted you. It is a mistake I will not make again.
Oh.
I've seen a trace of nickel added to iron to make a blade lighter and stronger.
I mean,
Might there not be some
also
alloy
very
to
good
amplify
in
the
theory,
qualities of your...
We all know the score, the theories.
Well, that is an intriguing suggestion.
Oh no. Oh no.
Call it a gift.
Time for what?
To warn you, young Muriel.
You're mistaken.
Yeah,
Yet no, but you will be. So know this: if the old ways of our people are not soon restored, our island will fall.
That's a message you want to jot down, don't you? Galadriel himself.
It's the king!
Not of the flesh, but over flesh. This is a power of the unseen world.
Galadriel's. I think the cogs are turning in
I am
Galadriel's
sorry.
heads.
Lord Celebrimbor,
I.
you are hereby commanded to disband the city and return to Lindon immediately.
Not even when it is meager. Or have you forgotten your own counsel?
Ooh. Just give him a shot. I mean, it's better than nothing. Oh no. Oh no. See, I'm not trusting him whatsoever.
But you believed in me. You saw strength in me. You pushed me to heights that no one else could have. I will never forget that.
Huh. Okay, okay.
And I'll see to it that no one else does either.
Oh, no way.
And waters, the heat and cold. In Rune you shall learn to command them all.
Nope.
And
No,
every
no, 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 no,
thing
no.
that walks or crawls shall be your slave. For you, our Lord Sauron.
I don't think so.
Hey! Brandyfoot! Run!
Sadok. Oh shit, Sadok!
Sonic!
You dicks! Sadok coming in the clutch! Oh, that stings, doesn't it? Tetanus shot there for you. Oh, Sadok.
Hurt you again.
What have they done to you?
They showed me
They gaslighted him.
what I am.
Only you can show what you are. You
Uh-huh.
choose by what you do.
Here's the other. Here's.
I'm good.
I am good. Yes, you are. Holy dang! Oh. Kind of gives you Nazgul vibes, doesn't it? Oh my goodness. Wait. Has the king died? Shit. I can't deal. Oh my goodness. Jesus, kings are not having a good week this week, are they?
Forced to join, but more drawn or coaxed together. Now, if that's true, we've been doing it all inside out.
Slap on the head,
Quickly.
Roman.
Dismantle this. We start again.
I don't trust him whatsoever.
Tell me who you are.
You know who I am.
Who you really
This
are.
guy, this son of a bitch.
Galadriel, I'm afraid I don't.
Oh shit, she's not playing.
There's no king of the Southlands. The line was broken. The last man to bear your crest died over 1,000 years ago. He had no heir.
Well.
I have been awake since before the breaking of the first silence. In that time, I have had many names.
Yes! Hello, Sauron!
No, you died. Along with countless others because of him.
No, Galadriel. He was seeking a power, not to destroy Middle-earth, but to heal it.
Is that what you're telling us?
Just as your
See,
fellow
this is him
elves
speaking
are
through.
seeking to do this very moment.
My brother is dead. Because of you.
Galadriel. Why would you say that? Why would you say
Because
such
you're
a thing?
just wearing his face.
Galadriel. Galadriel. Come back to me. Galadriel. Look at me!
I think deep inside he is trying to convince himself about the fact that he wants to be the good guy, but holy shit.
Safe. Or rule.
I see no difference.
See, that is a
And
bad
that is why
mistake.
I will never be at your side.
About. They cast you out for deigning to beg them for a few petty soldiers. What will they do when you tell them that you are my ally? When you tell them that Sauron lives because of you!
Holy shit. Holy shit.
Celebrimbor. Where is he?
Workshop. He'll almost be finished by now.
Oh shit, well, it's too late. It's too late. Rings are done. Thanks to Sauron. Elrond's like, what the fuck just happened?
I need gold and silver of the most exquisite quality. I need gold and silver from Valinor.
Oh wait, is she gonna have to sacrifice? Oh, she's...
True creation requires sacrifice.
Yeah. But her brother would want this as well, to stick it to Sauron.
Istar. In your tongue, that means wise one.
Wizard.
Or wizard.
Oh, everything's coming to fruition.
Go on.
Oh, she's gonna go with
You're
it.
part of something bigger now.
Yeah, you're definitely, yeah.
He needs you. And you belong out there.
Oh, they're giving her that trust.
Everyone go safe with Anklehead. You're my best friend in this whole wide, wild world.
Aww.
I'd do anything for you. The world's not that wide, Poppy.
You're
It's
getting
subversively small.
Frodo Samwise vibes. You love to see it.
When in doubt, Eleanor Brandyfoot. Always follow your nose.
Didn't Gandalf say that? Gandalf said that, I'm sure he did. Oh, come on! Come on, that's not on the nose, is it? Come on! Holy dag. We are here, folks. Creation of the rings. Oh boy. We are here, folks. Ah! Oh, come on. The eye. The eye.
Three rings for the
Mordor.
elven kings.
Wow, what a great way to end things. Oh, the song. Holy dang. Obviously, I'm not going to showcase the full thing, but I am listening to the song. But holy dang. No, that was a really, really great conclusion to things. We got questions answered, sets things up really neatly for season 2. Very chilling as well. And this song is very chilling as well. Wanting to rule them all. Damn it. I really, really love the ominous nature of this song. With the creation of the rings and, yeah. Very, very sinister, but yeah. Brilliant, brilliant conclusion in my opinion. We, like I said, got answers to questions we've been posing. And yeah, it was just really, really incredible. Well, I gotta say that was a fantastic conclusion to season 1 of Rings of Power. So now we have to wait a couple of years, of course, for season 2 and see how things come about. See how the other rings, of course, get established. Which I think with the you know, how the first 3 came to be, there will be that obsession to create more. Sauron will somehow get himself involved, of course. But yeah, some things were answered. We have ourselves a wizard as well. Now, I don't think he was, you know, elucidating himself to be Gandalf, but there was a quote from Fellowship of the Ring. I'm sure of it. That was used. It was the last line that he used with Nori before they went on an adventure. Woo! So I'm like, no way. Then they're not trying to spill out his identity without spilling out his identity. Especially since we've already got a big reveal in the fact that Halbrand is Sauron, which we'll get to in a moment. But yeah, I'm, you know, keeping my eyes open because I'm sure this is definitely not going to quell the theories in regards to, hey, the wizard is is Gandalf, especially with that line. So yeah, it might be just a tease, really, and it doesn't mean anything significant. So yeah, but still, but yeah, it was just really great, and the cinematography was really top notch as well, especially in the I guess hypnosis period, where we had Sauron get into Galadriel's mind, especially that shot where you know, he was like, this is who you could become, etc., my queen, and he's all in his Sauron glory. So yeah, phoy. And can I just say, it's a shit week to be a king in TV. I mean, this might be up on a later date on YouTube, obviously, but you know, this week on another certain show, a certain king didn't have a very, very good ride. There was, like, during that scene where he was, you know, muttering prophecies and believing that person was his daughter, I was like, I wonder, like, this isn't too reminiscent to another show that I've been watching, right? It's odd though. It is very, very odd, the timing of that, but yeah. I was just thinking that, but overall, it is a terrible week to be a king. So cross that off your occupation list if you want to become a king. But Sauron can actually cross off being king of the Southlands, I guess, because obviously, the truth was out there that Halbrand's family line died out 1,000 years ago, and the thing is, he didn't exactly try to extend the lie or whatever. He was like, got me, well done. And then he obviously made that grand reveal, but the way he kept going at Celebrimbor, I can never say that right. In terms of the master I used to serve used to speak many wonders of your craft and all of that, and, call it a gift. It was like, yeah, you're really not helping yourself whatsoever, buddy. And then there was a moment where I was sure that Galadriel's gears were turning, and she was like, something's not right here. And her suspicions were true, because Mr. Halbrand, not who he says he is. So that was really, really, that was a really satisfying reveal, because I think a lot of us had our guesses that Halbrand and Sauron were the same person. And, we kept adding up things that really seemed to support that theory. But it was still a very, very good reveal, especially with the, hallucination scene with her encountering with Galadriel encountering her brother, and her brother speaking good things about Sauron. But that's like, Sauron believes what he is doing is all well and good. Like, he's not the bad guy in this situation, and he's just trying to help. He's in a very, very not so ideal way. He's trying to help everyone out. He's trying to create a better tomorrow. But there was that moment, there was that ultimatum, really, from Galadriel, and he said, I see no difference, and that was the final straw. So, yeah. But it was really, really sinister, especially with the fact that he kept saying that what he was doing was all for the greater good, and he doesn't want to, he feels like he doesn't exhibit evil and whatnot. So yeah, but at the end of the day, there is that darkness in him. So he was trying to have Galadriel I feel like with him being pulled back into the fight, that really kind of pushed him further, really. So because he was like, he essentially said, I'm wanting to chill, etc. So, and then I get embroiled in this, and yeah, so and he was just essentially like so sure about the fact that, what happened, it sucks, I'm sorry, but here's the thing, we can make Middle Earth better. Like, look at us. We're a power couple. We can absolutely crush it. Not in the whole let's deliberately bring Middle Earth to ruins kind of thing, but we can absolutely make Middle Earth thrive, etc. So, fortunately, Galadriel was not too pleased with the proposal. So, but it's also a very, very interesting situation as well, because of the fact that Galadriel, I feel like she kind of had a thing, and there was a bit of temptation there. She kind of had a thing for Halbrand. So yeah, and sadly, and I think that was perfectly, you could say, reflected in the reflection bit where he was like, this is who you could become. You could become my queen, and look at the glory and happiness we could bring. All, of course, in his mindset. So yeah, but man, like it's I feel like this episode definitely was like it was just very, very fun going through this episode because you were just wanting them to be like, what if we make rings? Like they initially said a crown basically, but I'm like, okay, nah, that's great and all, but this isn't called the Crown of Power. Cool name, but not what we're going for. You kind of had a feeling they were going for the rings, and obviously you had Sauron just influence Celebrimbor, so yeah. Oh boy, but I just love that moment where he was like, I've been awake since before the breaking of the first silence, and I've gone by many names. That was such a chilling moment. Even if you had your theories, it was really, really appetizing. It was very, very beautiful to have that moment come about, and I just really loved how things transpired. So yeah, but it was really, really good having the whole Sauron thing answered, because yeah, I think a lot of us, and obviously you know, Sauron is pretty much a big focus in terms of the Rings of Power, eh? So you don't want to create some longevity with the secret identity thing. But again, as I mentioned the other episode, it is a very, very devastating blow for Galadriel because she's had the enemy that she's been eyeing for fight alongside her all of this time, and she was completely oblivious. So, whoo, love it. So yeah, and I gotta say, I really loved that moment where she sacrificed her brother's dagger as well, because whereas I wouldn't say it's a final farewell to her brother, because of course the dagger gets utilized in terms of being very pivotal in creating the rings. It did feel like a goodbye of sorts. There was that sacrifice, and there was that hurt that Galadriel had to surrender the dagger. And I don't know, the way that they had the dagger smelted, I don't know. This might just be my mind, but I don't know, it felt like a kind of cremation of sorts. In a sense, it was like there was that symbolism of her brother, and she let him go, especially with the fact that she went to confront him in that emotional scene. Obviously Sauron was speaking through him, but still, for me, and it might be a stretch, it did feel like a cremation of sorts. So yeah, but no, I really loved how the rings came about. Like, it was a very, very poignant moment. And I think what really enhanced the creation of the rings was definitely that song at the end. It felt very, very ominous, and felt very like the song in the credits. It just felt very, very chilling, and it was just absolutely incredible to listen to. So I really loved that. So yeah, but yeah, we had basically an answer to who that group was that was looking for the wizard. Basically, it's funny. I mentioned this in the intro, but I think I think I did make a mention about the fact that in episode 7 I made a joke regarding this group, these cultists. About the fact that, who knows, maybe they're fans of the wizard. Maybe they just want his autograph. And in actuality, they were very, very supportive. They were fans of the wizard because they believed the wizard was Sauron. And I gotta say, that opening shot, like where they were like, we devote ourselves to you, Sauron, and you know, you just cut to the intro. It's like, no, I'm not believing this, especially with the fact that we opened up with this season with theories that the wizard was Sauron. And I quickly put that to bed. like, I just couldn't see it happening with the story that was following with the wizard. So my mind instantly then changed in terms of the opinions that maybe he's a wizard, and here we are. But I like when the group identified him as Sauron, I was like, no, I'm not buying that. And especially with the fact that nothing was diluting, nothing was killing off my theories in regards to Halbrand being Sauron. I wasn't immediately going to be like, oh my god, because I wasn't buying it for a second. And there was a reason, because they got things a bit mistaken. So I've got to say, the way they got killed off, though, like, there was a bit of reminiscence to the Nazguls, like, especially when Frodo put the ring on, and they like, you'd see those white caricatures, and then they turned into like butterflies, and I thought that was very, very interesting. So yeah, but yeah, I felt so bad that Sadok died. Went out like a champion, but that was a really, really beautiful way to conclude things. And yeah, it's a really great way to set things up as well with Nori and the wizard. We don't need to call him the stranger anymore. So yeah, but yeah, with Nori, she is now going on an adventure. So yeah, but I really did like how they all pulled through. Like, the Harfoots did pull through. Like, obviously that was their intent at the I guess concluding of their story in episode 7, but I liked how they pulled through when in the first part of things they were hesitant, but you've got these cultists who are basically like, hey, Sauron, so we love you, basically. And it's funny though, because I mean, their thoughts were not like, nothing was like, nothing was saying to these cultists that, okay, well, I don't know what they were thinking. Like, even the ending of the first episode, he wakes up and the crater is like an eye, really. So obviously a mislead, but they had their reasons to believe that the wizard was Sauron, but nope, looking in the wrong place. So yeah, whereas, and I really loved that shot of Sauron approaching Mordor and seeing Mount Doom. It was there was a lot of visually stunning shots from, of course, the reflection, the creation of the rings, even the ending shot. It was just really, really well done. But I felt like this was a really, really incredible way to conclude things. And it will be very interesting to see how Season 2 does develop, especially with the creation of the other rings. Because obviously that's going to lead there, surely. But yeah, it will be very, very interesting to see where things will go now that the cat is out of the bag with Sauron, Nori and the Wizard's adventure, and everything else as well. Because Isildur's still out there, obviously. And poor Elendil is living with that fact that he's got to survive without his son. But there's going to be that emotional moment where they get to rebond because of the fact that he's still alive. So, yeah, brilliant way to conclude things. I really enjoyed it, and it was a very, very gripping conclusion to Season 1 of Rings of Power. So, yeah, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. So guys, take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!